Standard 8 Subject English Topic Grammar The Clause. Good morning, children. We will learn a topic called the clause from grammar. Most of the times we are unable to say or talk about most of the things within one or two or few words. At least a sentence is needed to complete the matter. And this can be in one sentence or more sentences. But in one sentence, we may have one part or more than one part. For example, we returned home when school was over. How many parts are there? See, we needed two parts to know about our returning from school. One is we returned home. Second one, when the school was over. These two parts. When is the joining both the parts of the sentence. And in both the parts, we find a verb. In first part, returned is the verb. And in the other part, was over. The first part, we returned home, is having complete sense. Here the subject we and the predicate returned home. We returned home. Subject and predicate putting together is called a clause. Other part of the sentence, when school was over, is also called clause. In this part of the sentence, we find subject and verb. Subject is school and verb is was over. And when is the subordinator? Above all, a part of a sentence with a subject and predicate is called clause. Hope you are following. We can study this clause into main clause and subordinate clause. For example, I saw a man who was dancing on the road. Now, in this example, we find two clauses. I saw a man, and other one is who was dancing on the road. I saw a man. This clause gives a complete meaning and become a complete sentence by itself. We need no more words to understand or follow it. Such phrase is called main or independent clause. On the other hand, the second clause, who was dancing on the road, is not giving complete meaning, and we cannot understand like who is dancing or how he is dancing, what is dancing, etc. etc. Such questions will arise in the other part of the sentence to the listeners. So, it's incomplete even with the verb. Such part of the sentence is called subordinate clause. 2. This clause supports to know more about the subject or verb or object in the main clause. So it is called subordinate clause and also called dependent clause because this subordinate clause depends on main clause to complete itself. And main clause is also called independent clause because main clause is complete by itself. No need of support to understand it. So it is called independent clause. WHO, who is coordinating both the clause and helping dependent clause to subordinate clause to subordinate main clause. So it is called coordinator or subordinator. Thank you.